Hi, I hope you're okay. Thought I'd start a little vlog. At the moment, it's Monday at 6 and I'm going to yoga in a minute. Not done that very well, have I? It's coming out. Start again. I'm going to yoga in a minute, so I'm trying to get ready. I've just been making the tea. I would pick one of the warmest days to make like a chicken dinner for tea, but I thought I had to use all the veggies that was in my odd box, and I also had 2 big packs of chicken in the fridge, so I thought, well, I'm gonna have to use them and all because I've not frozen them. Don't think I've done that right again, you know. Need it all back because it's going to be dead hot. So hope you're doing all right. I thought I'd just nip on for a little chat before I go out. Yeah, I've decided I need to do 1 yoga a week and 1 Pilates a week. That's my plan at the moment, because I'm hoping the Pilates might help with backache and stuff like that. We'll see. I'm sure it'll do something better than me doing nothing. And I'm just going to cleanse my face because I love to go to yoga with a fresh face. Sometimes I'll put Vic on so I can breathe better with the heat. Anyway, this is new from Tesco. It's a micellar water, vitamin C, kind and pure for radiant skin. It was only £1 something. It smells very nice. Let me have a little sniff. Slight orange smell. But yeah, it feels nice and fresh and quite gentle on your skin as well. They had a range of stuff like that. There was another scent, but I can't remember what it was. So yes, at least my tea's ready for when I get home tonight. And I've done really well at my project pan. I've not bought very much up until yesterday when I nipped into Boots and I was looking for a lipstick. There's a lipstick that I keep seeing, and it's this one by Revlon, and it's called Pink in the Afternoon. Well, I just thought, oh, that looks nice. And I've seen it a lot on TikTok, so let me show you the colour. I had to buy it because I just thought, I've not bought a nice lipstick for a while. I've had a few Avon ones, but you know, you buy in blind from Avon unless you've had a sample first. Well, I went in the shop and tested this one on my hand, and I thought, it's a nice pink colour without being too pink. Let me show you what it looks like a little swatch. It's quite a nice pink, but not in your face pink. I'm not going to put it on now because I'm going out soon. And I also bought I Can't Resist an Eye Cream. That was another thing that I found. It is called, let me just get it off, Boots Dermacare Ceramides Conditioning Eye Balm. Triple Ceramide Complex, Probiotics and Chamomile. Suitable for all skin types, including sensitive. So I thought that might be nice. I do love a nice eye cream. I'm going to put this on now actually because I get quite a bit as well. It's not a skinny little tube. I do put a lot on. I don't want a crepey under eye. And I'm going to do the mouth lines. If it's good on the eyes, I'm saying it's good on the lips. I don't know if this top's a bit low for yoga, seeing as I'm going to be bending up and down. It's not the one I normally have on, but that one's on the line. So yeah, I'm going to feel awkward. I might change this in a minute. I feel like I need more of a top on. And I'm at the end of this Naturally Radiant Superdrug gel cream. It's very nice. It smells like Liz Earle. It really does smell like Liz Earle, but it's almost none in it. I'll have to stick that bit down. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Hiya guys, it is now Tuesday. It's the day after. Did mean to come back on last night, but didn't get the chance. I was making the tea and then having a shower, all the rest. Tea was made, but you know what I mean, dishing up, doing the dishes, all that jazz. So, Tuesday. I did mean to come on earlier than this. I've just been cleaning the boys' bedroom. They are so disgusting, it's unreal. Does anybody else have the messiest teenagers in the world? They would live in a mess, an absolute mess. And I've said to them, if you're not going to clean it yourself, I will come in and blitz the room for you. So that's why I look a bit like this. Did have to go into work this afternoon for a secretaries meeting. We have a meeting once a month where all the secretaries join together, talk about whatever needs talking about, you know, issues at work. Didn't last very long. We have the same issues every month. Nothing gets resolved. The main topic of conversation was overtime because it's all been stopped. Apart from the odd little bit of overtime now and again, it used to be every day, and they've cut right back. I think it's cost cutting. So yeah, nobody's happy about that because everyone's on less money at the moment. But overtime's like an extra, isn't it? You shouldn't rely on it. That's what I always think anyway. And I was doing a fair bit of overtime, so I'll notice a bit of a difference when I get paid this month. Anyway, I'll stop moaning about that because everyone in work is really moaning about that. Yeah, so I was dressed for going into work. I just had this leopard print kind of dark burgundy top on with some burgundy trousers. But I always put my joggers on when I come home. I've got my joggers on now. Anyway, I was going to do my makeup as I was getting ready for work because I did have some on. I mean, it's probably been rubbed off now. I was going to do that, but I didn't get the chance to do that before I left the house today. I did pick up a few bits in the charity shop. We went to a little town near us on Sunday it was. And I love looking at the costume jewellery in the charity shops, as well as the clothes, but I'm trying to limit my spending on clothes because I don't need none, and I literally don't have the space to put any more clothes. I need another big sort out, and well, I need a big sort out because I didn't really throw anything away last time. I'll share with you the bits I did pick up in the charity shop. It's all jewellery, so yeah. First item was this bangle. Now, I don't tend to use bangles very often because I don't like the way they move around. Like, they're quite rigid, aren't they? And they've not got that fluidity of movement. So I found this one, which I just loved the colour and the leaf pattern. And it's quite small compared to some that you find. The price tag fell off. It was £1.50. And it's one of them hinged ones, so you can squeeze your wrist in. I mean, it is quite small, this one. And I like the fact that I can push it up as far as it'll go and it stays where it is without shifting around. I can move my arm around and it won't move around with me. So I thought that was quite nice. I like the colour. It's got veins on it, like, if you can see it close up. So that was the first item I bought. I'm going to start wearing these things more often because I buy them all and then I don't wear them all the time. That's not in my mouth. I bought this necklace. Now, I love the brand of jewellery. It's called Cloisonne. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure how you say it, but it's Cloisonne. I don't know if it's Chinese or Far Eastern, but they have these metal enamelled beads. Let me try and show you one of them. Where have you gone? There you go. I'm not very good at this. They've got them beads that look like that. Can you see that? Try and focus on it. They've got metal enamelling, very fine metal on the bead. Now, I don't know if these are genuine. It does say on that tag, made in China. But I don't think it's a genuine Cloisonne necklace. It's 3-stranded. It's got some weight in it. But my thoughts were to cut it and strand it up as like one necklace. I'm not sure. But it might look quite nice with just like a plain, different coloured top. I'm not sure. Anyway, it was dead cheap. It was £2. And there's quite a few of them beads throughout the necklace. I'm not getting a good picture of this, am I? No, you can't really see. Anyway, and the other necklace I bought was this one. And as soon as I saw it, I knew what brand it was. Can you guess? You probably can. You can see the anchor. It's Sea Salt Cornwall. And I've seen a few of these before and liked them. But when I've had a closer look, all the fabric on the beads has been frayed or it's all coming apart. And then they look really messy. But this one looks brand new. I don't think anyone's actually worn this. So they're all the beads. They are like hard beads, but they're fabric coated. And then they've got like a cotton knot in between each one. It's got the Sea Salt Cornwall badge on it. There's over your head, so there's no faffing with a clasp. And I just thought, obviously not with this top, but like a plain, like a whitish coloured top or something. What do you think? That was £1. And I thought, yeah, I'll have that one. I need to do a little sort out of the costume jewellery because it's gathering. There's a lot of it. Anyway, that was my finds in the charity shop. Kalani did have herself a little bead making kit. And she made this one. She had it on when she was out with us. And we'd knotted it a little bit. Well, her and Katie had knotted it and it come apart and we had a tantrum. So, yeah. She said to me, Nana, make me a bracelet for next weekend. So that's my job. Anyway, thought I'd just update you on them bits and I'll come back to you. I've got some other bits to share. But I'll be back to you tomorrow now, probably. Hiya guys, good morning. It is Wednesday morning. Just got a brew and I'm about to start work in a couple of minutes. Well, about 20 minutes. I've just been trying to decide what to have for tea. It was going to be jackets with salad, but the jacket potatoes I've just lifted out don't look amazing. So I don't know now whether to do that. I do like the spuds to look nice if I'm going to do jackets with them. And these don't look fab. So that was my thoughts. I usually get up in the morning and think, I have a little think what's for tea, but then sometimes I just ignore that thought and just carry on with my day and then decide what's for tea at like 5 o'clock. Anyone else that random? I love these people that have a plan of what's for tea every night and then they actually stick to the plan. I need to do that, but some days you don't fancy what you've put on your list, do you? And you feel like something else. But anyway, yeah, so I've literally just been sat watching a bit of YouTube, watching TV. I've just done my skincare, so I've got no makeup on or anything because I generally don't through the day if I'm just sat working. I've just been looking in well, I was trying to tidy my bedroom a little bit, you know, nothing drastic. It's a bit of a mess and it's been like that for a while. I found these little mushroom toadstool charms and I'm thinking I'm going to start making some bits for autumn, you know, get in there early and put them on my Ko-fi page. I've made a Ko-fi page to start listing some bits and pieces. So I've got some of these charms. I'm going to make some earrings, I think, with these. I just thought that'd be quite nice for autumn. I don't know what colour beads to add along there, maybe some like orange or amber brown kind of colours. So that's a job for this week at some point. And I've also been faffing around. Now I love junk journaling, as you know, but once I've made the journal I'm then a bit stuck as to what to put in it because I'm not the most creative person. Did have some envelopes lying around which are just these kind of small ones. So I've tucked the envelopes inside each other. I'm going to make a very small journal with these and then decorate the cover and maybe just do some little drawings inside. So I'm going to turn you around. I'll stick all these together. I will make a front cover for it at some point, but it's going to be a very quick make. And I don't know whether to put my crafty stuff on my Just Janie channel or on my new channel and then keep all the crafts to one or the other because I know not everyone likes crafts. So let me know in the comments what you think about that, because I don't want to keep putting the same thing on both channels because then people will go, oh, I've seen that. This is like a duplicate, so I've got to stop doing that. I was trying to build up my other channel a little bit to get a few subscribers on that channel, but I'm going to stick to the Just Janie. Will have meals of the week, food shopping, and I don't know what else yet. I've not got it straight in my mind. And I'm also going to have certain days to upload because I'm just too random. I need to have a schedule, so I'm going to work at this a bit more and give you a bit more of my effort. So I'll turn you around while I just glue these together. Very simple, and then I'm not going to carry on with decorating this because that'll be a separate video, and then the process of what bits are going into it. So let me just turn you around. So make sure you've got yourself a cuppa because that's an essential thing to crafting, as it is to everything else in life. So yeah, I've got these envelopes. Don't know what size you'd call them. I have not got a clue. And now, if I take the envelopes out of each other, I won't know how to put them back in. Because I know that's going to be a problem. Yeah. Because now I don't know how I actually put them all together, to be fairly honest with you. So I'm just going to start with this one. I mean, I know I can take that off and stick it in like that, but it doesn't always hold it completely. And it will need a bit of extra glue to keep it there. So we'll stick that one back where it come from. I might start from the middle and go outwards. So that's where I got that from. Maybe I should have stuck, oh, do you know what? I should have stuck the opposite side, because that's going to stick to that now, isn't it? That was a silly thing to do. Might just get another envelope and change that one out, because I've already made a mistake. Story of my life, it's already stuck down now. Wow. Anyway, we'll carry on. We will carry on regardless. This, oh, see? I've not got a clue how I put all this together. But I'm sure I will find out in a minute when I've stuck them all together. Bear with. The crazy mind of Just Janie. Wow. Anyway, they've all come apart anyway now, so I'll stick that one in there. So it's the back. I need to stick the back down, not the front flap. Anyway, we're making a little teeny weeny journal. Don't know why, I tend to love making the journal more than filling it, because my creativeness is not amazing, as you've probably gathered. I'd like it to be. I'm working on that, because I think it's just watching enough videos and finding out. This is going to be harder than I thought. Where did I put that? Maybe that was in there. I don't know. I will put that in there because I can't remember which order I had them in. So yeah, I'm always a little bit wary of putting crafts on my channel, because I know that I think most people that watch my channel like food content, which is all well and good, and I love food content, but I also love lots of other things. Yeah, I'm not just purely a food content person. Now then, I think it was just a matter of just adding, I don't know, we'll see. See how it works. I don't want it to be too thick, because obviously it's a small project. Sometimes I can watch somebody else doing the junk journals and think, oh, that looks fab. And then I always criticise the stuff that I make myself. These envelopes were just, they're like from when the kids went to school and you had to send money into school for different reasons and stuff like that. So they're just like leftover bits that have been in the cupboard. You always find little stuff that you don't like use anymore. So I thought I'd just show the finished little envelope project now that I've stuck them all together. I've just used a piece out of an old calendar that I had from years ago. It was quite a nice one, like a landscape paintings by a lady called Rianne John. She still does these and they're not dead expensive for a nice calendar. This is just a tag off an old t-shirt. I'm going to write something on that. And then we've got the envelopes inside. I've just covered the back of the calendar with some craft paper. And I've sewn these in because, well, I just like mine to be stuck in nice and tightly. So that is my little journal ready for a little art project. Not sure what that is yet, but keep watching because that'll be a separate video. I think that's turned out quite nice. And I do like the cover because it's nice and floral. I do like a floral. Yeah, so I thought I'd update you on that, and I think I'll leave the video there because I've got some clothing bits that I want to share with you. The bits that I've bought from Vinted, and I'm not sure whether I like them enough to keep them. So yeah, I'm going to show you them and see if you can help me decide whether to keep them or to just put them in the charity bag. I'm trying to narrow my clothes down quite a lot, and just buy things that I can mix and match with lots of different items. I realise I've got many random things in my wardrobe. So that is a project. Yeah, so my next video will probably have some clothing on it. But thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you've not already, and hit the like button. Leave me some kind of emoji in the comments, or leave me a chat. I'll always answer you back. But till next time, thanks very much. Bye.